Hi, it's Chris over at Dixieland Farm, and today is a busy day here at the farm. It's a weekday. I'm home at work, working from home for my normal job because they're doing construction. They shut off the water. They said everyone work from home, so I'm working from home. But we're having a horse have their eye removed today. So the vet's down there getting everything ready. I'm going to have to be present for that. We have a lot of horses that have missing eyes here, and this horse we've tried over and over again to get the eye under control, and Marissa's kind of known for taking care of eyes. She's got a reputation for someone who's good with eyes. As a matter of fact, we had somebody at the state come and keep their horse with us just so Marissa can take care of that horse, where they needed daily injections. There was a tube installed behind the eye. So anyway, this horse just keeps scratching her cornea, and it's just not getting better, and they're gonna have to pull the eye. The horse will be fine. It's just one of those things, and we got 4 horses here that are missing eyes, all to various things. Also, that happened on the farm last week, is we had to put down our horse Mickey. He had something called kissing spine, so basically 2 vertebrae were touching together, and it caused a problem with the nerve, so he couldn't really feel his back end anymore, and as he was walking, he would kind of go to the side. And if he laid down, he couldn't get back up. And horses can't lay down for long, otherwise it does things to them. So I was walking him in, and over the past, we've been dealing with this for almost a year now. And when he would walk in sideways. So instead of walking straight line, he would walk sideways because he couldn't feel one of his legs. And I was putting him in a stall, and he fell down. He couldn't get up. We had to get a bunch of people, flip him over, so he'd have his dominant leg so he could get up. And same thing, he couldn't stand anymore. And a horse that can't stand, they can't live. He was a danger to himself. He was a danger to other people if he fell on a kid or one of us. Horses can break their legs, but if they can't stand, their bodies aren't built to lay down. They can't lay down, so for periods of time. So unfortunately, we had to put him down. We've had a couple of colics, the change in weather, hot, cold, all of that. So colic is, basically stomach ache, just like a kid. But sometimes it's a gas colic, where it's just a bunch of gas. And sometimes it's an impaction or a twist in the stomach. And colics in horses can kill the horse. So we had a gas colic, and then we had another horse who he threw a temper tantrum and threw himself into a colic. He was upset that he had to be in because he injured his foot. And he'd been in for so long, he just got into a temper tantrum, ended up giving himself a colic. So we've had like 3 different colics, the one eye, the horse being put down, just one thing after another. So they took out Lily's eye.
Yeah, and she now joins the Cyclops club here at the farm. We have several. I'm sure you probably explained that to them already. As it turns out, Lily has been blind in that eye for probably the better part of this year, and the blindness, I think, was secondary to chronic uveitis. This inflammation of her eye causes her to rub her head, or she can't see out of that eye, so she bangs it into things and kept getting ulcers on her eye. So despite our best efforts to treat it, bring the inflammation down, and get everything quiet, her eye was in a lot of pain. So she's squinting, the eye is tearing, it hurts. So why torment her with this constantly bothering eye if she can't see out of it anyway? So the most humane thing for her is just take the eye out. Her horses are very adaptable. So the vet came out today, took her eye out, and as I couldn't be there to see it, I was working at the time. So not that it's a morbid thing, but it's fascinating to watch these procedures. So I'd asked the vet if she could dissect the eye so that we could see what exactly was going on. And we had known that part of her blindness was because she had what we call a prolapsed lens. Essentially, the lens in her eye, that nice clear thing we look through, it turned sideways. So couldn't really see very well out of that eye. That's part of where the blindness was coming from. So when I got there, our vet was waiting for me with holding up what looked like a translucent, yellowish, whitish marble. That was her eye. It should be a clear, see-through. Not only was it completely opaque, like trying to see through this, but it was hard.
Ever wondered what it looks like on an average work day? This is what it looks like when I get home. Always filled with cars and lots of different people coming and going, taking lessons and whatnot. I averaged it out last year. We have about 60 clients that come on a regular basis. That's how many customers we have. So it's a business. All right. So how's the patient doing? You got your mask on. Oh, that's to protect her eye. Make sure stuff doesn't get in the bandage. This is a new one, Rose. Rose was most likely abused, and only now does she sort of trust me. And before, she would just run and put her butt towards you, ready to strike. But now, yep, give a little kiss and sniff and all that now. So if you're ever wondering what do I do, during the day. So in the morning, I take care of the horses, then I go to work, do my IT job, then I come home, and then I've got other barn chores. So we are in the winter schedule, which is day turnout. Normally I'd be bringing in the horses and feeding them, but because it was raining today and it was cold, they stayed in their stalls. So they had hay, they're all just fine. So I will be feeding them and making breakfasts. So for breakfast, we have these little containers or shoe boxes, and I'll get them all set up according to what's written on the board. And yeah. Buddy's ready for his food right now. All right, breakfasts are done. Let's head over to the main barn. Ooh, it's chilly out here with the wet air. So I'm shaving Butters here, and then we got two other people there with horses. Some of them get soaked feed, so this has been soaking for about an hour. Some get this kind of feed, some get that kind of feed. Oh, it's all a big mix.
Oh my goodness.
So some horses get medicine. Elasticon. Fremulon. Yeah, I met my third wife, Trudy, here at Elasticon. She was doing a demonstration on tensile strength. I just thought, she's the whole package.
Little John Deere cosplay. The mask was to protect her other eye from rubbing. So
Elasticon, we meet again.
now she looks like a Bond villain. Right?
We made meat helmets. That's our pump house, and we've got a heat lamp there, so that way we can make sure this doesn't freeze up. So that's it. Now it's time to make dinner, and we'll relax for a few hours, and then we have to go back out at 9 o'clock to throw hay to everybody and feed anybody who needs like their second dinner, and check all the waters, make sure the doors are locked, all that kind of stuff. So we're not taking the camera for that. So Dixieland Farm is a day in the life of the farm. Take care.